family. How are you doing today? Today we are going to talk about mental illness. May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and in today's world, society, especially with social media being so massive as it is today, I think that we all should speak about it. We all should have something to say regarding mental health. I always like to preface things off with myself. I remember in my late 20s, early 30s was when I was actually diagnosed with clinical depression. And now in another video under the Sexual Awareness Month, Sexual Assault Awareness Month, I did state that as a child I was actually sexually assaulted. I was, what they say, kidnapped at the age of 9. I was kidnapped and raped. So, and there, these statistics on that is just outrageous. You have 1 in 4 girls and 1 in 6 boys. Never leave out our little boys, because they grow up also to become damaged men. We need to start looking at mental health for what it is. We all hear over and over again about how it is a stigma to not seek help, but yet, because of the way people are treated when they come out with whatever it may be, how they are actually ridiculed and blamed, that plays such a part into the individual's depressive state. Some actually try to commit suicide, which I did try to do also in my teenage years. But looking at children as young as 9, 10, 11, and 12 committing suicide because they are so depressed about what is going on, we really need to start paying attention. What I did was, which is what I always do, I like to pull up some research and some stats about what is going on right now, and we need to take a look at this, because it says a lot about the direction that our society is taking. If you look around, just listening to people, watching people, everyone is not happy, and you can tell even if they laugh it off, or they'll say something that you kind of look at them in a sort of way, and then they'll just brush it off and say, "Oh, I'm just playing," and they'll laugh. But if you're really intuitive, then you will know that something is not right. Now, what I did was I went to the site, which is called the National Alliance. Let me go back to the top. The National Alliance on Mental Illness. Okay, now they, I want to give you the phone number. Their number is 1-800-950-NAMI. Okay, the National Alliance on Mental Illness. 1-800-950-NAMI. And if you are in a crisis, you can actually text, if you have a smartphone. You can actually text NAMI to the number 741-741. I'm going to put this at the end of the video if you would like to contact them. Okay. Now, just looking at some of the stats here, it says that approximately 1 in 5 adults in the United States experiences mental illness in a given year, and that equates to 46.6 million. That is just in the United States alone. And approximately 1 to 25 adults in the United States which is 11.2 million, experiences a serious mental illness in a given year that substantially interferes with or limits one or more major life activities. I would call this like if someone can be so depressed, which has happened to me, that they don't even want to get out of bed. You know, sometimes things just hit you all at once. Let's just say if there's a death or a divorce or something of that nature, it can really, really damage someone's psyche to the point where they don't even want to move. Betrayal of some kind, that actually happens. And this next statistic is for our youth, which happens to be between the age of 13 and 18. Approximately 1 in 5 youth aged 13 to 18, that's 21.4%, experiences a severe mental disorder at some point during their life. For children age 8 to 15, as young as 8, the estimate is 13%. And I kind of like to channel that into a lot of the bullying that we see in our schools. You know, we have to get a hold of our children, because if we can't do it when they are children, they may not even make it to adulthood. I think I saw an article, I thought I saw an article last week where a 9-year-old committed suicide, hung themselves, a 9-year-old, because they were being bullied on their looks so bad. We have to get a hold of what's going on with our children. We just have to. And I wanted to bring light to a lot of this. There is help out there. There's help out there. You are not alone. As a person who goes through bouts of depression, which I still do fight. I mean, every year is like certain periods of the year that I have to do something. I have to get up. I have to get out, because if I don't, it's like I can feel it coming. So those are the times that I actually call my old therapist that I still talk to every now and then. And one thing I love about her is that she will tell me that whenever it gets too bad, just come in. But sometimes I just need a conversation. Okay. And that's what I want to really, really talk about. Sometimes you just need a conversation. Don't be afraid to reach out to someone. I don't care who it is. You know, it can be your priest. It can be someone at work. And that's another thing. That's actually how I found my counselor. When I worked at one specific hospital here in Chicago, they had a program called the EAP program, the Employee Assistance Program. And within that program, you can actually contact your Human Resources Department to see if they actually have an EAP program. That's what it's called, an Employee Assistant or Assistive Program, or something along that line. So contact them and see if they have something of that nature. They actually, free to you, will put you straight through to someone who you can make an appointment with and go in and just talk. That's how it starts. It starts with a conversation. A lot of things start with a conversation. If you want to get in touch with your children, guess what? It starts with a conversation. It starts with a conversation. And with children, we must really be careful, because you don't want to just go in and say, tell me what it is. You know, be loving, be kind. Let them know that their environment, even with you, is safe. If there's a young person watching and you don't feel comfortable with your mom or dad, go to an aunt or uncle. Go to an older cousin. Go to your counselor at school. Go to a teacher after class. You know, there is someone who is waiting and willing and wanting to help you. Okay? So this month, the month of May, let's just please be in tune. Be in tune to our children and to those who are around us. Because mental health is really nothing to play with. The person can be here today and not make it till tomorrow. Okay? So, with that being said, please seek help. And as someone who has to continue to seek help, even if for the rest of their life, hello, me, I am telling you, sometimes it is just a conversation. The conversation can literally push you into a tomorrow. And if you have to have that conversation every day for 3 months, for 6 months, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Just please speak on it. Talk to someone.